Fred and George Weasley were always up to something mischievous, using the Marauder's map to sneak around Hogwarts and plan their next prank. But one evening, as they casually scanned the map, something strange caught their attention. A name appeared that shouldn't have been there: Peter Pettigrew. It was a name they vaguely remembered from their parents' stories, tied to the betrayal of Harry Potter's parents. Yet here it was, moving within Gryffindor Tower. At first, they thought it must be a mistake, but the map never lied. The name was always near their brother Ron, and more specifically, around his rat, Scabbers. Curiosity got the better of them, and over the next few days, they watched the map closely, noticing how Pettigrew's name never strayed far from Ron. Slowly, the pieces began to fall into place. The rat wasn't just a rat, it was something far more sinister. Fred and George decided to act. Late one night, armed with wands and the map, they confronted Scabbers in the Gryffindor common room. With a few carefully chosen spells, the rat transformed before their very eyes into a trembling, terrified man, Peter Pettigrew. The shock of what they had uncovered was overwhelming. Pettigrew wasn't just some random figure from history. He was a fugitive, thought to be dead, and the very man responsible for betraying Harry's parents to Voldemort. The twins quickly realized the weight of their discovery. If Pettigrew had been hiding as Ron's pet, what was he planning? And more importantly, what should they do next? They knew they couldn't handle this alone. Hey, even Peter Pettigrew is already subscribed to this channel. Now it's your turn. The next day, they revealed the truth to Harry and Hermione, who were equally horrified. Harry especially was filled with a cold rage. This man had stolen his family from him. The group decided to bring Pettigrew to Dumbledore immediately, but Pettigrew, always cunning, managed to slip away in the chaos. Desperate to stop him, the group chased him into the Forbidden Forest. The night was dark, and the forest was alive with eerie sounds. Pettigrew, now desperate, summoned Death Eaters to his aid. The clearing became a battlefield as Fred, George, Harry, and Hermione fought valiantly against the dark wizards. The spells flying through the air lit up the forest like lightning. Pettigrew tried to escape once more, but Harry, with newfound determination, disarmed him and held him captive. Pettigrew begged for his life, offering excuses and justifications for his betrayal, but Harry refused to listen. Instead of exacting vengeance, he decided to ensure Pettigrew was brought to justice. Back at Hogwarts, Dumbledore ensured Pettigrew was handed over to the Ministry of Magic, and with his confession, Sirius Black was finally cleared of all charges. For the first time in years, Harry had a family again, as Sirius was able to openly take his place in Harry's life. The consequences of this discovery rippled far beyond Hogwarts. With Pettigrew in custody, Voldemort lost one of his most loyal servants, and his plans for resurrection were delayed. The wizarding world had precious time to prepare, and Harry had Sirius as a guide and protector during these critical years. Fred and George, despite their usual lightheartedness, became heroes in their own right, their discovery altering the course of history. Yet even as the world celebrated, questions lingered. Had they truly changed the future, or merely delayed the inevitable? Only time would tell, but one thing was certain. The course of the wizarding world had been irrevocably altered by two mischievous brothers and their fateful discovery on the Marauder's map. If you like the video and don't want to miss the next one, subscribe. I will be very grateful.